Well, Robert Eldine, I want to let you know that we have a great interview today.
Yes, we do.
This is a legend in the making, the legend that is already made, the legend that gave us some great music and now is leading the charge for artists all over. Who do we have with us today?
This young man and I go way back.
Yeah,
Many of you may have remembered the Gospel Connection
yeah,
on public access television.
yes, yes,
This
yes.
was a gentleman who did the soundtrack, the voice of the song that opened up my show.
Okay,
That
okay.
was years ago, about 15
Years,
years
yeah, I
ago.
remember.
Yes, and he also gave me the pleasure of singing on my compilation project, the Gospel Connection.
Yeah, didn't he make you some chitlins one day too?
No,
He didn't make you chitlins?
no, we didn't do the Trillion
Kind of
thing.
sound of
I
burrito?
think you're getting him confused with somebody else.
Okay.
But none other than this talented, extraordinary gentleman, producer, singer, arranger. Whatever you need, he can do it. Mr. Haskell Jackson, welcome to the Wake Up Morning
Hey,
Show, brother.
wake up show. God bless you all. What's up, Rob? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm
I'm
excited to see
excited.
you.
Yes, yes, man. You guys are doing your thing over here. Y'all
Well,
making it happen. Y'all over here cooking the chillings.
hey,
Y'all
see,
making it happen.
and brother, I want to say first of all, foremost, just have to have a brother to brother conversation with you,
Yeah,
and I don't want you to be offended when I say
yeah,
this, but based on the artwork behind you and the
yeah.
Adidas brand on your forehead, you look like you could loan me about 4 or 5 thousand. Can I get a 10% loan from your mega company? Because I mean everything about you says success,
Successful.
and I love seeing you, brother, with the smile on your face, and you still doing great work. So let's tap in. What you been
Oh
doing, bruh?
man, man. I've been well. What haven't I been doing? It's been a lot going on.
Yes.
For one, my family is healthy, man.
Thank
We
God.
Amen.
celebrated just celebrated 24 years, man.
Wow,
With my beautiful
congratulations.
wife. My daughter, she's doing well. She's about to turn 20
Mm,
Wow.
next week.
Wow.
mm, mm,
And
mm.
she's doing really good at UCLA.
All right.
Um, as far as the business, I just finished scoring a film. That's it's gonna be really impactful. It's called A No Hope for Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So I did all the music for it, composed all the music from beginning to end. And the message in the movie is pretty powerful. So I've been working on that. I have a music therapy program
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
that I
Yes.
just launched
Yes.
at the beginning of the year. It's called Music for Your Mental Health.
Mm.
Yes. We need that.
And super important because, from the age 4 to like 23, 25, we're helping individuals get their feelings out. And
Mm-hmm.
how do you communicate when you're under pressure? How do you
Hmm.
communicate when your record is horrible?
Hmm.
Or even as a child, like you can communicate through music.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been in the trenches, man, partnering with different um, programs that are doing great work.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been on the ground, man. Just it's been a lot going on, a lot of different beautiful things. I've just been trying to make an impact, man. Trying
Yeah,
to make an
yeah.
impact.
I want to say to you, Mama and them used to do the music therapy, every Saturday morning when we had to clean the house.
Yes.
Music therapy came on
Yes, it did.
to help us go through the cleaning, and
Right.
and and
For
and
all
you
of us.
you would hear some good music. And if Mama had a lot of cleaning to do, she didn't start off slow. She started with an upbeat song, so that everybody would get up and get moving.
Yes.
And then
That's right.
if we was gonna get in trouble, she started off slow. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
She started off
That's
slow to
right.
let you know that I'm giving you a warning to get on up. But if
Right.
not,
I'm gonna
oh,
help you.
trouble in your way. Mm.
I'm
Yes.
gonna help you, right?
Now, my question is, you are you have clients, and I'm seeing them
Yeah.
all over get placed in commercials and videos
Yeah.
and TV shows. Let's talk about the Geno Soul
Yeah.
production.
Sure. So I have a artist development slash studio center in Inglewood, right up the
Hmm.
street from SoFi Stadium, where they just built the football stadium.
Right.
And those rooms, I use them. It starts off from the inside out,
Hmm.
right? So when the artist comes in, I find out who they are and what their passions are,
Hmm.
so that I can work from that vantage point, opposed to trying to force singing lessons on them
Right.
or music production, anything like that. So a lot of the a lot of my clients, they're doing their thing, man. And Disney, Nickelodeon, a lot of movies,
Hmm.
they're active. So when they come to me on a weekly basis, it's my responsibility to make sure that they're sharp, they're on point, they know how to look, use eye contact, and when they sing, they know how to command the floor.
Hmm.
You know, when they perform, it doesn't matter if they perform in front of one person or 1,000. You got to perform, put your best foot forward every time.
Hmm.
So, so we work, man, and it's, I have a lot of young little black girls too that God put on my heart. Maybe about, I'm thinking, had to be like a good year. And I start feeling it because I start getting these calls from the parents saying, my daughter wants to sing, she wants to get into the business, or she just needs some vocal lessons. So if she goes to an audition, she'll be ready for anything.
Hmm.
And so when they start coming in, I noticed like a lot of young black girls coming in. So I prayed about it. I'm like, what is this that I feel like I'm tapping into? And God was showing me, there's a work here, and raising a black daughter. Um, it's the most beautiful thing in the world, man. Raising a black girl is there's a lot of different moving components, and being there to listen to them, to nurture that person has been amazing. So they've been almost flooding in. It's been amazing. It's been powerful.
Wow.
Well, you let me know when you find that gospel young black girl group and you need a label. You call me and we'll partner on it. Yeah, because I'm looking
Okay.
for it. I'm looking for it. Now let me say this. Robert Earl Dean and I have been together almost 2 years now. We
Mm.
300 plus major interviews in. You're gonna be our 300
Wow,
plus. Yeah,
congratulations.
we are doing it, and at this point in our life, we're trying to figure out, we coming to you now saying that we need a movie gig or a special appearance, from the Wake
Okay.
Up Morning Show. I know there's Ricky Smiley and I know there's Steve Hart, but Steve and them, they don't want they done got full on shows.
Right.
The cameos, can you work on a cameo for us? This is my good side right here.
All my sides are good. I'm
All
always
your
ready.
sides are good,
I'm
Rob.
always ready.
Yeah, man.
Now,
Oh
how'd you?
man, you know what? I'm
Hmm?
gonna do what I can. I'm gonna do it. And by the way, Rob, I heard your show yesterday, and I heard you singing, brother, in front of that choir. I forgot what choir it was, but you was
New
killing, Doc.
creation, new
That was my
creation.
church choir, New Creation Church of San Diego. Man,
You
thank
was
thank
killing, man.
thank you so much. I'm still accepting music for my solo project.
You,
Okay,
you,
all
you,
right.
you see how he just separated our cameo. Now he's going on to a solo
Well,
project.
because
But
he mentioned
Haskell,
the guest
Haskell,
interviewee.
I want you to
Did
know the project is going to be amazing, and I'm telling everybody who ain't on this one is going to be kicking
Yeah.
themselves because we putting the whole kitchen sink behind this project. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on, man. Come
That
on, man.
forget the chitlins that moved out the way. We
we
done
got
brought
rid of
filet
them?
mignon and
Yes,
lobster, and it's going to be a fun project. And I
yes. I'm
think more
excited.
so than anything else, it's going to be a family project because everybody who is sewing into the project, everybody who's sewing into the music,
Hmm.
has been
Yeah,
connected with Rob for many years.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
now,
yeah.
now, now you can go forth. I done did the PSA.
right. I'm just so in awe of Haskell because when I was just starting in wasn't even thinking about being on the radio, even though I went to college for this, my degree is in this. Never really thought about it,
Mm,
but I wanted to do that TV show because I wanted to bless and help independent artists. And this
yes.
gentleman, him and his wife would come down and support me and the baby. She was a baby then,
Yeah,
and
she was a baby.
he wrote the title song, and he was established then working with Derek Allen and people like that for
Yeah.
Smokey Norfolk and all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate you, brother. Now I'm a part of the seed you planted about 15 years ago.
Wow. Wow, it's been 15 years.
It's been about
I remember the
15.
room. I remember the room we were in,
Yeah.
man.
Yes.
So let me
That's
ask you this.
amazing.
Let me ask you this question. We got something in common. That is that there's two women in our household. You know, my wife and I'm a single parent of one. So meaning when I say single, me and my wife have one child,
Right.
and
Yes.
she went through college and now she's a mother herself,
Mm-hmm.
31 years old, and it was one of those things that you had to sow and evolve. Let's talk about father-daughter relationships because so many people
Mm-hmm.
are struggling with that dynamic
Mm-hmm.
right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I would say you have to build a strong foundation in a relationship with your daughter the minute they come out the womb.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It has to grow as in seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Me, because my daughter, she tell me anything,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm grateful. Like some things, I'm like, no, you're not tell me that, you're not share that.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, man, that's one of the most important things to know that she can have a place where she can just share,
Mm-hmm.
um, and know that there's going to be a support there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Being married this long and having a daughter, there's some sensitivities that men don't understand,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and that we have to step back and allow God to reveal
Right.
to
Mm-hmm.
us. How do we handle certain situations that may be truly sensitive? We can't be we can't be this brute man all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and not even the majority of the time.
Right.
You know, women, especially girls, want to be able to cuddle with their dads. My daughter still runs to me and cuddles with
Mm-hmm.
me,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and I think every daughter desires that. But it depends on the seeds you're putting in there. Whatever you're putting in there
Mm-hmm.
is gonna come out,
That's
Mm-hmm.
right.
and whatever you're allowing to be around her, those seeds. Now, there will come a time where they're gonna get their own seeds that you have
Yeah.
nothing to do with,
Right.
Yeah.
and so those seeds that may not be for her will begin to grow and try to attach or latch on. That those are the areas you need to be truly sensitive about,
Mm-hmm.
and love anyway.
Yes.
Love the
Mm-hmm.
same.
Yes.
They know when you love them different.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They know when you talk to them less,
Yeah.
and they know that the way you look at them and the
Mm-hmm.
way you appreciate them, the way you call them on a daily basis or text them or do little things that you guys have been doing for years. Once that begins to change,
Mm-hmm.
they notice. They really do. Um, so, and it's not easy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Raising teenagers, they want their space. They
Mm-hmm.
want to do what they want to do sometimes. I have a truly blessed daughter. She's so creative.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm grateful, man. She's not into the stuff that a lot of the young kids are.
Right.
Well,
um,
I'm gonna jump in with. I want you to dispel this rumor, because
yeah,
it's a rumor, and you can dispel it now. Being that you have two women that's in the household, and you're the king of the household. I heard
yeah.
that to make everybody happy, you got an extra long couch so that your daughter could cuddle with you on this side, and your wife could cuddle with you on this side, and they both was happy. That's the rumor I heard.
Hey, well, that's in chapter Genesis, chapter 1. It says, "Thou shalt have a couch that is long thy enough to have thy both." Amen.
Yes, yes, yes. I want to ask one more question because of your career and what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about how you and your wife worked together for so many years.
Um, Support, man. She supported me from day one when I had a bus pass,
All right.
and yeah, she was just there. She just in her nature to support me from the beginning. I think it did help because I was always honest and upfront with her, seeing that I'm in an industry that it could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Being around celebrities, having late night sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when I would answer the phone when she calls, she knew she could trust me.
Mm-hmm.
When I would invite her to sessions, she knew she could trust me. Um, and same vice versa. If she's working at the office, we always invited each other in our worlds. There was
Mm-hmm.
never a time where she wasn't. And it could be a private session. It could be very important in business. But all of my clients, anybody I worked with, they began to realize and notice, like, wow, he answers when she calls. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it was, and
Wow.
if I was in the middle of something and I'm busy, I'd pick up and say, babe, I'll call you back. I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But it was never an outside relationship when it came to us. It
Mm-hmm.
was
Mm-hmm.
like when it came to us, that was first,
Amen.
regardless. Even if I had to step out of meeting and I felt like something was important, I'm putting it down and I'm taking the call outside, and whoever I'm working with is they're just gonna have to wait until I can come back. So that was one of the first things um, that we built over these years. It
Mm-hmm.
was an honesty, integrity
Yeah.
was huge for us. You
Amen.
know, if she could ask me anything, would I be honest and look her in the eye and say and give her an answer? You know, you know when you did, you know when you're doing wrong, you know when you live in that life. So when you try and hold your standards high,
Mm-hmm.
you're not trying to hide anything. She can
Amen.
have the key and pop up at any time. Are you nervous about that? You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I never had a reason to be nervous about that.
Amen. Robert Earl.
So, are you producing singers as well for like your label? Do you have a label? Or are you just a production company? What all do you encompass as Haskell
Yeah,
Jackson?
so it's an entertainment company
Okay.
that has
Okay.
several different components. So the Jenna Soul side
Mm-hmm.
has always been the same. Artists come in, we talk about a song, we write it, produce it,
Mm-hmm.
put it out. And so literally just did a song with Chandler Moore. You guys familiar with Chandler Moore? Chandler Moore is on a rise with a huge. If you look him up, or Maverick City, you guys
Okay.
are in Maverick
Yes, sir.
City.
Yes, sir. Maverick City
So Chandler
is hot.
Moore, Chandler Moore is the lead, one of the leads in Maverick City.
Gotcha. The black guy.
So yeah,
Gotcha.
young guy too.
He can sing.
So just yeah, he can blow. He got that raspiness. He got that soul
That
sound.
soul
So
sound. Yes, sir.
just did a song with him. We're probably looking to release it at the end of the year. With Tony Williams as Kanye's cousin. He's the voice on a lot of Kanye's music. Anytime you hear Kanye, more than likely Tony's on there. So I did the song with him and Chandler. Um, Exciting project, man. Tony's working on this album as well. Um, and then you have, I love working with everyday people as well, man, that have just getting their feet into the game and they're excited. They're excited about the industry, opposed to coming in being jaded by the industry.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have an artist that's been jaded, that's been in the music business, and they've had some hurtful times.
Yes.
I have to do a lot of ministry in that,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And although we're built for it, sometimes, to have just a smooth project with the optimism there and
Mm-hmm.
those things, that's fun too,
Right.
you know. And you have to do the deep ministry or mentoring or thing like that all the time, man. So work with a lot of different types of artists,
Mm-hmm.
and that's helpful too. It helps. I'm continuing to learn, you know.
Well,
Right.
well, well, I just want to let you know I've been in the industry for quite some time, but I'm not jaded.
That's
I'm just a
beautiful.
sponge. I want to soak it all up. I'm like
There you go.
clay. You can just mold me and make me.
Right.
Well, one of the things about it is just simply this, and this is my last comment I'm gonna give to you because I want you to address it. How you said
Yeah,
you work with a lot of young people. How do you
yeah.
manage their parents? Because
Oh
everybody
Lord.
think that their child is
Is
the
the next
next.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah. So how do you manage the parents to give them real expectations of what they should expect their child to be able to do?
I think that's one of the hardest things that people don't understand. That's a very good question because you could be telling them one thing and have an expectation of that child. But if they have like 4 or 5 people around them telling them something else, you're going against the grain. If you build a great relationship with this child and you're building and you're developing, and then the parents have another agenda to blow them up fast or to put them on the map quick, like it's a problem for me because I know how long it takes people, kids to develop.
Yeah.
So you got to always be honest. I'm always honest, always upfront. Let them know it's not about the money for me, but bills do have to be paid.
Right.
So you have to draw that line between what you're going to allow when they're paying you to train their kids. Yeah, I've had several situations, man. That's a touchy subject because not all of them, but I've had some parents. And then also, I'm at that stage where I don't have to work with them if I don't want.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
So
Yeah.
when you get to that point, it's like I sift it out. I do an assessment before I take on a client. And I sit with the parents and the kid, and we talk through some things. And if I see the support that they're going to need as I'm developing them and that I will need, then we go. If I see some snags, I'll take that parent to the side and I'll have that conversation because it's a real conversation.
Yeah.
You know,
It'd be like,
maybe they got managers, they got agents, they got a lot of people telling them different things,
Right.
and it's all for the, blow up rate
Yep.
that they want for their
ooh,
child.
I like
Yes.
that blow up sweet.
Love you way.
Yeah, I get it. That's the entertainment business. But at the end of the day, man, it's about that kid for me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I know. I can see the conversation now. Look, mama, look, daddy, check this out. If you see this artwork on the wall, you see my clean white Adidas hat, I don't need this. You need this experience right here. And if you know what? You call me when reality sets in. But until then, God bless you. God love you. We're praying for you. Go in peace.
Right.
So, my brother, let me ask you this. Robert Earl Dean and I are working on a project, gospel, independent gospel artist music matters, and we're gonna be planning a conference at some point. Can we get you to come down to be a part of the conference? Wonderful.
when you talk about doing it, do you have a date in mind?
We haven't yet, but we're probably going to do it closer to the fall of next year. We're just working on some details, but we're going to keep you in the loop because we definitely would love to have you a part of
Of
it.
course he would come for his brother Robert Earl
Man,
Dean.
I got you. I got you.
Did you see what he did? Did you see what he did? You know,
Rob. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Rob know how to get it in. You know what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying? That's that nice nasty.
That's my brother. Like he said, I've been doing this for a long time. I know how to maneuver and get it going. Yeah, but man,
People gonna come down for Rob. People gonna come down.
Yeah. See, Rob, people love you.
I love people
We
too.
love you too, Rob.
Yes.
And everything.
Yes.
So what's your last question so we can go back on? Because I'm gonna keep on.
This is the last question.
Okay.
Who would be your dream artist to work with, dead or alive?
Oh man,
Now-
every producer, that's a hard question for producers.
So you can do
man.
more than one. You can do more than one. The spotlight is on you.
You know what? I would have loved to work with Whitney Houston.
Oh my God.
Not just because she sang well,
Right.
but I think I could have been able to impart and implement some things that could have saved her life.
Yeah.
Because her voice was so amazing, man.
That was God given.
Golly, she touched people across the lanes.
Yeah.
It don't matter who you were, where you were from.
God given.
I would have loved to work with her. Man,
See,
it's just a hard question.
I'll tell you this. If I was to assign a responsibility for Robert Earl Dean to work with somebody, and you to work with Robert Earl, if you and Robert Earl Dean, you know who I'd assign you guys to?
Who?
I'd assign you to Aaliyah. And I'd assign you to Aaliyah because R. Kelly wouldn't have had a shot. Robert would have told everything.
man.
No? Robert, you're nasty.
I would've told.
Stop it.
Everybody
Aaliyah,
knows.
get yourself,
Right.
boy.
'Cause everybody knows I tell you, don't do nothing in front of me because I ain't going to jail for nobody. It could be my mama,
Yeah.
my brother. I'm telling. Take me home
You
so I
tell
don't know nothing.
It has to be like this.
Straight up.
It has to be like this. Say these are holy hands, but if you don't step off,
Oh, yeah, he
I
got
will
some hood in
lay
him. He
hands
got some
on
hood in
you.
him. Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, we don't play. We don't play about the kids.
we don't play with the
play.
kids.
Right,
See,
right.
Nah, man.
man, I'm really enjoying this interview
Yes,
with
it's
you.
awesome.
Thank you so much.
brother.
And you know, we gonna see everybody forget that you had dropped some hit songs back in the day.
Oh,
We get
I
ready to
got
throw
news.
back
I got news.
on Throwback Thursday. We get ready to kick this one out. I got news. Robert O'Dean, sign us out.
Yes, this I Got News was featured on the Gospel Connection, executive produced by Robert O'Dean.
Robert O'Dean.
I think 2005 that was.
Yes.
Oh my God.
From Pine Bluff.
That's
With so
That's
many
crazy.
artists like Haskell Jackson, Yolanda Simmons Jones, Tanika
Wyatt,
Wyatt,
Lene
Battle, Tashina Danielle, who sung with Andre Crouch and Derek Hall. It was just amazing.
It was
album.
amazing.
And they all were
Yeah.
just willing
Amazing.
to be a blessing for me to help push independent artists.
Yes.
And you and I are
right.
doing it
That's right.
even still to this day.
To this day. So
Yeah.
Haskell, we love you. Send our love
How
to the
can they find
family.
them?
How can we
Love you.
find you
How can
and
people
connect
find
with
you?
you?
Yeah, so you can look up my website is haskeljackson.com. It's with one L, Haskel, Jackson.com. Instagram, my production page is at Genesoul, Genesoul, and my other one, just my family page, is Haskell Jackson Official. On Facebook is Haskell Jackson. On LinkedIn is Haskell Jackson. Everything. But you can Google me. You Google me, you'll find a lot of stuff there too.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it first here on GOD Radio.
Yes.
Haskell Jackson. I was going to say Daxon.
Right.
Haskell Jackson.
Right.
Here on GOD Radio 1. The song is I Got News. Right here.
This is a hit.